cut short. So I definitely wanted to, get back on here today. What I find is when I fold you all into what I'm doing, it's very powerful. Step one to self-care, self-love, and a communal consideration. You yourself stay hydrated. Here's a sticker. Mjoy, let me know if you're into that. $2. Hydration station, babe. That's what we gotta do. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. I am going to do an Oracle card pull. I did one before, and it was amazing. It was beautiful. And I did one for the collective. One of my beautiful, lovely fans was just like, hey, can you talk about this? And we did a poll, and it was uncanny. Uncanny how fitting, how appropriate, how powerful, that was. Now, I don't even know if anyone's gonna be on here, right? Because I don't see anyone in the room yet. And I usually don't go on at this time. So folks are probably very much in between things. But you know what? I am all about experimenting. I'm all about trying new things out. It's really all good. I love experimenting. I love experimenting publicly too. Because I feel like a lot of people are scared to experiment publicly. And so if I don't have any shame, if I don't mother bleeping care, then I'm free. And freedom is very important to me. Because I want it for everyone. It's something that I don't just care if, I have it, but I don't care if anyone else has access to that or not. A sense of freedom and autonomy and dignity. No, I want everyone to have it. And there's different degrees, right? There's different degrees to freedom. There's controlling what I can control, right? I can only control what I can control. And then from there, there's more outside of my realm, right? And that's the part that I surrender. That is the part that I surrender. So that's why I'm here. I want to do a couple things. I want to read to y'all out of this book that I started reading earlier before I had to hop. Self-help. Self-help. This is your chance to change your life. It's by Gabrielle Bernstein. Let me know if you know what IFS is. IFS therapy. Who is familiar with IFS? Okay, because there's a lot going on with IFS right now, and it's beautiful. And it's very helpful. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue reading what I was reading before, and we'll go from there. Okay? Here's the next section where we left off. The promise. All right? By practicing the 4-step check-in process, you can become free from the stronghold of your protectors and listen and speak for them rather than speak as them. These 4 steps are rooted in the seat of self-energy by recognizing in the moment that you have the choice to turn inward. You are no longer the victim of your past. That's good news. By extending curiosity inward, you're gently clearing space for the part to reveal, that part of yourself, to reveal whatever it needs to reveal. By asking the part what it needs, you're extending compassion and connection to inner parts to yourself. Beautiful. Beautiful. Then by noticing the 8C qualities, you're reinforcing your own experience of higher self energy. so that it becomes more apparent in your life. And in doing so, you can calmly connect to the space between stimulus and response. That's exactly what I'm working on. I am working on something happens, there's some kind of stimulus that I couldn't control. It just happened and I was there, right? Or I was the recipient of it or the target of it or whatever, right? Or maybe I caused it, right? But there's some kind of stimulus, and then there's actually space that we forget about, right? There's space from the stimulus and the response. Okay, hold on. Now I get to going off on my own kind of editorializing that I forgot where I was. Okay. So, yeah. There we go. So self-energy, it becomes more apparent in your life. And in doing so, you can calmly connect to the space between stimulus and response. And you can tend to the part inside of you that's hurt and choose again. Hi, Laura. Hello. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. We're just reading the best self-help book in the world, and I'm a fan and practitioner. I mean, I'm a receiver of IFS therapy, and it's helped me so much that I'm reading this book on IFS therapy. Even though I have an IFS therapist, I actually want to be an IFS coach as well. So that's what we're doing. Hi, Ivy. It's great to see you. Yes, we're doing story time right now because it is one of my goals as a singer-songwriter, as an independent artist. We do a lot of pushing out energy, right? Hey, look at me. Hey, here's a post. Hey, here's a song. Hey, here's an idea. Hey, I want to collaborate with you. Hey, I want to make a playlist with you. Whatever it is, right? There's a whole lot of artists pushing and giving. So how do I refill my cup? One of the ways is reading self-care books to give me tools and reinforce kind of what I already know, right? About how to best love myself. But if it's not practice, then I absolutely need to continue on replenishing from knowledge, from resources, right? Okay, what's going on here? What's going on? Oh my God. Steve, Steve. Now, Steve, let me just answer your question. I'm actually going to let it show, okay? I'm going to let it show because I have a sense that maybe some other people kind of wonder, but there's some editing that's happening in other people's brains that are just like, I'm curious about that, but let me go through these filters and see, do I have to know? Do I have to know? Do I have to ask that? Do I have to put that in the chat? Is it necessary? And then these other folks are saying, no, it's not necessary. I'm not going to put that, even though I'm wondering that. But Steve, ladies and gentlemen, Steve said, no, let's put it through the filters. Am I really going to ask that? Is that okay? Is that okay to ask? Yes, Steve, yes, I am. Now, I have a 2020. What's up, Star? Hello, Star. Hello. I have a 2030 vision. Okay? But someone could have 2080 vision and still see that I'm gay. Okay? So, your vision must not be that bad. Yo, Star. And of course, obviously, you can't always judge on people's appearance, right? That's why, and this is for you, Steve. I'm saying this for you, but anyone else that might find this helpful. You're gay until proven straight in my book. Like straightness, heterosexuality takes a lot of commitment, y'all. Queerness, I said gayness, but really what I mean is queerness. Queerness means you get to kind of express, when we're talking about parts of ourselves, you get to express all kinds of parts to your personality, your sexuality, your expression, your energy, whatever that means. That's what queerness means. Queerness means you do you. It's not putting you in any box. But heterosexism is sexism. And it takes a lot of maintenance and a lot of upkeep and a lot of acts, a lot of performance. I mean, queers are also in the performing arts too, so you know, we don't get it twisted. But just know, all of y'all in the chat, y'all are all queer until proven straight. So I don't have to message you all and say, hey, are you gay? Are you gay? I already know everyone's queer until really hardcore proven straight. Steve, that means you, buddy. You're queer until proven straight in my book. Okay? So that's the hottest take you might hear on the day. That and Free Palestine, right? Boom. There's the sign, Free Palestine. So that's where we're at. We're a bunch of Palestine-loving queers in here. And if you don't like that, then please scroll on, scroll on. If you're not sure if you're with that, but you're curious, you can stay. That's okay. What's up, Carmelo? What's up, what's up, what's up? Hello, hello. Good to have you. Star, you are quite enthusiastic, and I'm here for it, baby. I am here for it. I love it. I love it. Heck yes. And that's what I want. I want people in the chat to intermingle and like connect, you know, as much as y'all want to. As long as y'all mutually like it, I like for folks to connect in the chat. Absolutely. It's important to me because I'm building a community here. You know what I mean? I'm an indie pop singer-songwriter that writes songs to change the world one song at a time. You know, I mean, I can't do that by myself. I need a community. That's why I'm here and I love it. But this is the whole reason why I started this live, is because this book is really helpful for me. And artists give and give and give. They also need to receive. This is how I receive. And I want to share what I receive with y'all, because I don't like just receiving just little old me. I want to spread it. I want to spread the love. Oh, I write songs all the time, Carmelo. I wasn't necessarily going to write one in this chat, but if you check out wherever you listen to music, Carmelo, where do you use? What platforms do you use? If you search Mjoy, I'm there. I'm in the platforms. Due to live chats, you have a lot of friends. I'm not surprised, Star. Awesome, Carmela. That's amazing. I also use Spotify as well. And so if you search Mjoy on Spotify, you're going to see the photo, the artist photo that pops up. It's like me playing guitar, and I have like blonde hair, and I don't have a beanie on. It's just like my blonde hair, and I'm playing guitar and I'm on stage. So you'll see me. Please do follow me on Spotify. That would be amazing. That would be so dope. You too, Star, okay? I know you're out here in these live chat streets, but if you can pull away for a second to also follow me on Spotify, that'd be amazing. Thank you. Thank you. I love my hair too. I'm super stoked about it. You know, actually, who inspired this was that, oh God, what's her name? I might say her name wrong, but Georgiana. That like white rapper chick who like kind of has a very like acquired taste in her flow and kind of in her presentation. But I saw her hair one day and I was like, oh, that's amazing. Oh, dope. Okay, understandable. Yep, that's cool. That's cool. Amazing. Okay, thank you for checking it out, Carmelo. Appreciate y'all. And you know, if y'all haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet either, I absolutely go live a lot and release like my music and my lyric videos on my YouTube channel, and I do shorts a lot. So definitely would love to have y'all. Oh, okay, yeah, no problem. Okay. Yes, I never know how old anyone is, but I was definitely assuming that you were older, so that's okay. Okay, no problem. What I'm gonna do then, I mean, I'm not sure. I hope this is interesting to y'all, but I think it would be like, this language is pretty accessible and like straightforward. I'm gonna continue reading this book that's about self-help, getting to know ourselves, right? So here we go. When we become curious about the parts of us that are activated, a miraculous shift occurs. The miracle is the shift in the way we feel about ourselves. Instead of judging and attacking ourselves for not thinking or doing things the right way, right? We become curious about the feelings and motivation behind our own behavior. Instead of running from shaming or numbing our parts or numbing our feelings, we can befriend them. We can give every part of us the space to be seen and heard and allowing them to feel calm and connected. Remember, our higher self is not outside of you. And you don't have to do anything to get to your higher self. Each time you check in with yourself, you create an opportunity to reconnect to self, to your higher self. Each small connection with your higher self can be as simple as a sigh of relief or a fleeting moment of presence or a sense of safety in your body. These moments are miracles, and when you add up the miraculous moments of self-connection, you'll remember the courageous strength and wisdom of who you truly are. Boom. Thank you, Star. I love that you subscribed. Thank you so much. Absolutely appreciate your energy in the chat, and looking forward to, having that in additional chats as well. Oh, thank you for the love on my glasses. Thank you so much. You know who else has these glasses? Is Amanda Seals. It's pretty cool. Okay, Star. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. We'll see you again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye, Star. Appreciate you. Okay, and I'll continue on in case someone else is still hearing. Hearts for you. Yay! Ow! Thank you. Appreciate you. Right on, Carmela. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna continue on then. Perfect. Okay, you can befriend those parts of you. We give every part of us the space to be seen and heard and allow them to feel calm and connected. We need that. We need that. Remember, your higher self is not outside of you, and you don't have to do anything to get to it. Each time that you check in, you create an opportunity to reconnect with your higher self. Each small connection with yourself can be as simple as a sigh of relief, a fleeting moment of presence, or a sense of safety in your body. These moments are miracles. They are miracles. When you add up the miraculous moments of self-connection, you'll remember the courageous strength and wisdom of who you truly are. Today, my respect for my parts of myself and my connection to my higher self have changed the way I show up in my connection to the world, and the way that I lead, the way that I love, and the way that I live. My protective parts, which once used to run my business, they've calmed down. So my team of employees can safely thrive in a creative space. I'm no longer really bossy, I think is what she's saying. My defensive part has settled, allowing me to view myself and my husband through the lens of compassion, even in the midst of an argument. And parenting, because this author is also a mom, parenting has helped me create a safe, soothing environment for my son. Most importantly, my access to self has offered me the connection to the parents that I myself have always longed for. I now know that there is a presence of love guiding me and protecting me. Letting my higher self lead has given me profound freedom and peace. What will this mean for you? Letting your higher self lead will allow you to find more success at work, okay? Your relationships will become joyful, safe, and secure. Lord, can I get a hallelujah? You'll have the confidence to examine addictive and destructive patterns from a gentle, loving, and compassionate place. IFS is the best. You'll experience a heightened state of intuition and creativity and serenity and safety. It'll be easier to access that feeling. And I can stand by these promises because I have lived them. The gentle methods in this book will offer your protective parts support and help them feel seen. And the goal is not to fix these parts of yourself, okay? But to see them with love in your eyes for them, help them feel calm, and create space for self energy to come out and to come through. When this happens, your higher self will become your greatest resource. Thank you, Carmelo. Carmelo says, yep, we get it, amen. Reconnecting to self has been a transformational journey for me. Shifting my energy, amplifying my purpose, and elevating every facet of my life. My profound connection to self unleashed my freedom. And it's my divine mission to guide you back to the very same freedom that already resides within you. Isn't this good? Haley, thank you for being here. I am freaking out about this book, Haley. So to answer your question quickly, before I go off on an ADHD or tirade, straight up, the book is called Self-Help. But it's not just like, oh, it's a self-help book. It's a play on that genre of books. But self-help means it is coming from the IFS practice. It's a therapy modality. And IFS stands for Internal Family Systems. Now, Haley, are you already familiar with Internal Family Systems therapy? Also, you might have heard me talk about it before on one of these lives, honestly. I'm just curious if you are familiar. Now, it stands, again, for Internal Family Systems. And I think it originated actually on the East Coast. But it has spread in popularity. And it's made its way over here on the West Coast more so now, which is amazing. And I know personally a lot of IFS practitioners, IFS therapists, and IFS coaches. Okay, you are familiar, that you've heard powerful things about it. Yes. Yes. So, since you've heard good things about it, and I'm over here giving my stamp of approval for whatever that's worth, I would suggest getting this book if you're interested. It's by Gabrielle Bernstein. Gabrielle Bernstein. Self-Help. This is your chance to change your life is the subtitle. She's breaking down 4 ultimately simple, but you just kind of have to wrap your mind around what IFS entails and what it kind of requires you to like grasp in order to move forward. But Gabrielle is the author is very skilled at breaking it down clearly. And you know what, Carmelo? That is a really good point. That is such a good point. And that's actually why I do what I do, right? In terms of writing the songs with the messages that I do, but also replenishing myself and filling my cup up with helpful resources like this book. So Carmel has been in the chat, I think, for a little while and has heard some of the concepts, right, that I've been reading, where we get to basically talk to parts of ourselves that typically get like overridden or buried or ignored. They're like inner nudges inside of us, right? They're inner like tugs at us. What we find in IFS is we learn the skills and it's like very accessible, like pretty much easy skills to do. Like we learn what it takes to make space, go inward, kind of like just like a meditative space, and talk to the parts of us that are trying to get our attention. Whenever we have a nagging anxiety, or maybe it's guilt, or maybe it's shame, or maybe we're pissed off about something, right? Or maybe we're super sad about something. That's a nagging emotional energy that kind of feels like it's hooked onto you and you're like kind of dragging it throughout your day energetically. IFS literally teaches you how to, okay, sit down, pause, we're addressing these hooks that I'm dragging, right? This kind of ball and chain emotional feeling. We're addressing that right here, right now. And you get in the habit of doing it every day. Because what we find is these parts of us are actually, they're parts of our personality that we're, even though having feelings is normal, and you feel the feelings and they kind of, fleet after that. You feel levity, right? And weightlessness after feeling your feelings. But IFS takes it a step further and explains how these parts of our personality, like if we tend to get sad, if we tend to get anxious or whatever, like I would say I do, right? These parts of us were created typically in childhood. It's not always like that, but so much of our childhood, right? Like we didn't have control. Those of us who are adults in the room. I know a lot of youth find me out in these YouTube streaming streets. So, but no matter really how old we are, right? During our childhood, where we were just uber dependent on our parents, things happened here and things happened there to varying degrees, right? For everyone. I'm getting hot talking about this, but it's good. I don't need a beanie on right now, I tell you what. So we get to know that the inner children, and that's the thing. Like, I think what's great and what's being normalized more. Hi, Ivy. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. What's being normalized more and more is this language around, oh, our inner child. Oh, you got an inner child. I got an inner child. Oh yeah, I'm getting ice cream today. I'm doing it for my inner child. We've established that, right? IFS takes that a step further and suggests like, hey, actually, y'all, we got multiple inner children. I've done IFS work now for a really long time in terms of me receiving it. I cannot wait to get certified. I do want to be an IFS coach. I think I could help so many people. That would be amazing. I got to get certified and informed in IFS more formally. But as someone who's received the therapy for several years now, I'm just like, oh my God, I could definitely speak to it from that experience, right? There's a part of me, I'll give y'all an example, who loves to collaborate with me when I'm doing music. She's kind of like an inner teenager. She's like really cool. Like parts of yourself, when you pause and you close your eyes and you go inward and you're like, hey, who needs my attention right now? That's a good beginning step. Who needs my attention right now? You're in a quiet space. You're able to get inquisitive and curious. And then someone might raise their hand. So that's how I met this one. And she looks all cool. She's kind of got like torn knee jeans and like a tank top and like a little gray hoodie. And she's just like, yo, tell me when we're going to the studio. I literally can't wait. Like she's my companion internally inside of me when I make music. So that's an example. And then there's another one who's very young. She looks like she's all wrapped up, right? And she's kind of shadowy. Like she's not super clear. And she's holding a lot of burdens. And she's just a kid. She's just a baby. So I definitely try to like visit her a lot, right? Because the more that our internal like separate parts get met, get talked to, get acknowledged, and get heard, the more like you as a person, both internally and externally out to the world too. Like the way you move through the world definitely changes. Like I feel more confident. I feel more clear. I feel more curious. But there's still so much work to do that I can't stop now. I've made progress. I literally can't stop now. I keep on finding new things to grapple with and to heal from. Oh, I know, Camilla. I know. I saw that too. And I really hope that it's helpful. I really hope that it's helpful. So again, the book is Self-Help. This is Your Chance to Change Your Life by Gabrielle Bernstein. I really do recommend it. Please, like, definitely leave a comment or whatever on any one of my videos that's out on my channel, and if you have questions down the line about it, right? The next thing that I'm gonna do, because I'm noting the time. Oh, sorry, shaking the camera. I'm noting the time, and there was something else that I wanted to do in terms of my spiritual healing, my spiritual practice. I do IFS meditations every day. I did an IFS meditation on a YouTube live, and that was cool, you know, but I think I want to do something more engaging moving forward on the lives. I could do a meditation another time, but like, I'll share that. I'll share that I love reading, and I'm trying to read 30 pages a day, so that's also good. But then I also love to pull oracle cards. Oracle cards are sort of like, they're kind of like tarot, if you don't know what oracle cards are already. And you know what? A lot of people have mixed emotions, mixed feelings, and particularly my family is kind of like staunchly against pulling cards because they're afraid of spiritual manipulation or whatever, and like talking to spirits that I don't need to be talking to. I will say right here and right now, I feel spiritually very confident that I'm connected to a higher power of all good energy, right? I use the word God, right? I'm all good with using the word God. Okay, Carmelo. Yes. I know my phone died earlier today too, because I've been on it. I have been on this phone today. But I feel spiritually protected, safe, confident, and clear that my higher power speaks to me through this deck. Okay, this deck is called Great Eastern Oracle, Empowering Guidance of the Mystics from Ancient to Modern Times. Okay, so I'm just gonna show y'all what I do. Just let y'all in on this. Okay, let me see. Actually, I don't think it'll work. Okay, it's okay. Let's see. Okay. How about this? I'm gonna shuffle, right? Shuffle. And one of the things that's top of mind for me, right, is earning. Like earning enough money. I did get a job, but they haven't, it's like a temporary kind of seasonal job, and work is kind of drying up. So I haven't been earning at the levels that I need to replenish my reserves, to have this life in this big old beautiful apartment, to have it be sustainable. And so, you know, during the day, it's really about like, hey, networking and connecting and applying to jobs, right? And also seeing how I can help people and offer my services to clients. But in addition to all that kind of adulty like action steps and going down the list of steps that I need to take, there's also a spiritual element to all this as well, right? I have, and if anyone else listening is also working with financial uncertainty, I'm with you. Okay? I just want you to know you're not alone. So something that I want to ask the deck, my spirit guide, my higher power, something that I want to ask God, right, through this deck is, and this is how I do it. I shuffle it and I ask the question. So I just say, hey, God, I am reaching out to you for guidance around my earning situation. I need to earn 6 figures by the end of the year. And I don't have clear prospects right now as to how to do that. God, what do you want me to know, God, about my financial path? What do you want me to know? Okay? So then I spread it. Looks kind of cool. Boop. Right? And I always use my left hand, wherever my left hand guides me. God, what do you want me to know? What do you want me to know about my financial actions that I need to take in my financial health? Let's see what it says. This is wild, y'all. It is literally every time. Every time it's so conversational. Listen to suitable guidance. Listen to suitable guidance. The wayfarer knows the course. Here's the abstract art that goes with the card that I just pulled. Listen to suitable guidance. What's up, Britt? Hi, Britt. Good to have you. Good to have you, Britt. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look up the card that I just asked, hey, God, I need help with my money situation. And it said, listen to suitable guidance. So now we're going to read. Okay, Britt, have fun. Now we're going to read about the card. And it's usually just like 2 pages. Let's see. Listen. It's all in alphabetical order. So let me see. Boom. Listen to suitable guidance. Let's see what it says, okay? And then it starts out with a quote by Rumi. Footprints lead to the shore of the sea. Beyond that point, no trace remains. By Rumi. Okay. Expression. Imagine that you are sailing calmly across the sea, and suddenly dark clouds spread across the sky, and an unexpected storm plunges the ship into chaos. Pause. That is like when I got let go from my job. And then also when I randomly got the current job that I have now, but then I learned at this current job, like, oh, but we don't give you full-time hours. Like, it's very on and off. That is like being on a ship at sea and then the ship plunging into chaos. Financially, that's what it feels like. When the storm settles, you discover that the ship is off course and you have no idea where you are. This creates a desperate need to find the right course to take. I feel desperate about the right course to take. Not all of me, but a part of me feels desperate. Okay. True guidance will help you lift the dark clouds of unknowing and follow the direction to safety. Ooh, safety. Okay, interesting. When you are back on course, be careful not to allow winds of uncertainty to blow you away. Okay, so emotionally, I should not let the winds of uncertainty shake me too much. Okay, reflection. This course of our lives, redo. The course of our lives can be discovered and activated by finding how others have gone before us. Much time can be spent learning the different approaches available so that we can choose a path that is best suited for our nature. A suitable companion or guide can validate our choices as we move along our path. And most people use their own judgment when they are asked for guidance. So we need to discern which direction is appropriate for the situation we're in. Rumi, the poet, found his path to greatness through the guidance of a wandering dervish named Shams, who pointed the way towards the salvation that he had personally traveled. This oracle deck guides you to follow the footprints of success to find your course. However, when you know that you are on a true path, follow your inner creative guidance and don't listen to anyone else's advice. This will save you a lot of time and can protect you from shortcomings. Advice from those who care about you and understand the obstacles you face is valuable, but listening to spectators' opinions can be harmful at times. Expert guidance can lead to success because it helps you gain new insight and further develops your character. Listen to trusted advisors and know that you will benefit from it. Mantra: I follow the guidance of those who care for me and have a knowledge of my deeds and abilities. I'll read that again. Mantra: I follow the guidance of those who care for me and have a knowledge of my deeds and abilities. You know what this is making me think, y'all? First of all, how conversational was that? How freaking cool was that? This is making me think, okay, my financial coach. I got a financial coach, which is probably one of the smartest things I did while in my broke state. And it's just a state. It is transmutable. It is temporary. I'm not going to be broke forever. So look out. Right? It's just it's a temporary situation that will change. But the way this was just such a perfect answer. I got to do what my coach says, basically, is what I'm saying. I have got to do what my coach says. Hold on. Zafo, man, come on. We straight up, bro, that is so, that's wild, bro. Like, there's kids in here. Okay. Also, we don't need, the nonsense. We don't need the nonsense. I am a singer. I am. Thank you so much for asking. My God, bro. Sorry, I'm just cleaning up the, it's recycle, reduce, reuse. And I closed the loop. Okay. Yeah, I am a singer. Absolutely. I'm a singer-songwriter. I do indie pop. And I love to write songs to save the world one song at a time. Really? Were you on a live? Because I typically do play music in my YouTube lives, but I've been just talking more with folks, and getting to share and getting to know folks more through that. I just pulled the Oracle card and it was wild. Yeah. Honestly, yeah. Yo La Tingo. Yeah. I've heard of them. I have heard of them, but like, I can't think of a song, but I know 100% that I've heard of them. Are they one of your favorite groups? Oh, is that my sound? Oh, that's a good question. Okay, here's what I would say, because that's a very good question. I would describe my sound as kind of 90s nostalgia, Alanis Morissette meets contemporary Post Malone. Now, you may be like, what the heck? But it's kind of like lo-fi indie pop with guitar. Yes, right, Carmel? That was freaking wild. So literally, I'm shook by that whole experience. But baby bruh, I would love for you to check me out and like see what you think. I'm literally on all platforms as Mjoy, but also if you just subscribe to my channel here, I put out my music on my YouTube too. I'm on YouTube Music under Mjoy. Like, I am out here. And honestly, like, the thing about Post Malone, you know how he can be like kind of poppy, kind of hip hoppy. He can even have some like kind of chill guitar-y stuff. And then he can go like kind of like stomp clamp, like Western kind of country. Like, I have those capacities in me too. and I just kind of have like an Alanis Morissette kind of Gwen Stefani kind of bright voice, but with like a more contemporary like delivery. So check me out wherever, you listen to music. If you like Spotify or anything else, I'm Mjoy. And I hope you come back and let me know how you heard it. But that's a really good question, Viola Tango. I've heard that group name, but I can't like place the sound. So I just tell people I'm like Alanis Morissette meets Post Malone, and depending on how people interpret that, it could be kind of hard to imagine. So okay, y'all, I have to cook dinner pretty soon, but this is so freaking fun. Like, I love doing my card pulls here, so I'm gonna do one more. I asked about my money situation, and basically the way that I heard God talking to me through that, I heard God say, hey, review your notes from your past session with your financial coach and do the actions that she told you to do. I'm gonna do that. So I feel really like enlivened by that. And then for this one, y'all, this next one, like, I swear to God, dude, like, this might be felt more because of my, okay, awesome, thank you, Carmela. Great to talk to you, great to have you in the chat, Carmela. Thank you for your contributions and your positive energy. It's awesome. So what was I saying? This next thing that I'm gonna pull one more card on another issue, because my Oracle deck is so freaking trusty and handy, and I trust it and I love it. I have been like feeling grief for like a friend that I used to have that I was very close to, right? Like I've been really good, right, at like feeling my feelings about it, at like flushing it out, at like writing about it, at I have a therapist that I talk to sometimes when I can afford it, and I definitely talk to her, just about anything in my life. Particularly a friend breakup will definitely be something that I talk to my therapist about, right? And it's been several months, and it's not like I had a set time of expectation on myself as to when I'd be quote unquote over it, right? But I am just feeling like, for sure, like something that happens is like I'll see an image of this person, right? Like in a dream, ever so often, right? Like it just so happened that last night I had a dream, like she appeared in a dream, and God, what was happening? I don't know. I think there was like a performance, and there were like mutual friends there, and like it was like a fun thing. It was joyful. And in the dream, like we saw each other and we just embraced each other. We gave each other a really big hug, and I think that was moving. That was moving for me. And it wasn't an actual hug from her, right? Like it was in my dream. But I still felt like it opened up something in me, and at the same time, like reopened up. So it made a part of me want to reach out. And then that part made another part in me say like, can we do that? Is that okay? Is that weird? Is that inappropriate to the situation? Would that be confusing for both parties? Probably, right? So ultimately, I think I'm going to rule against it, just in my best thinking for consideration of both parties. However, I still wanted to ask the deck, not a pointed yes or no question, but an open-ended question about this relationship that has had, this friendship that has had, you know, a big impact on me, right? So this is what I'm gonna do. This is a spiritual resource. And I used to just take note of the resources around me, but not actually use them. And the more worthy I feel of my life and my time and my space and my energy and myself, the more I use the freaking tools that are within my range, right? That I can use. So that's just letting y'all in on that whole thing. Oh yeah, so let me ask the question. God, what do you want me to know about how do I want to phrase this? God, what do you want me to know about my connection to this person? And my God knows who the hell I'm talking about, bro. I don't have to say no damn names. God, what do you want me to know about my connection to this person? Even though it was a friend breakup, right? There's still undoubtedly a connection that was created, right? And that lives on in the history books. It already happened, right? So the truth of that connection will exist, will continue to exist. I always use my left hand. Let's see what God really honestly wants me to know about this connection with this person. Y'all. I wish Carmela was here, because I'm telling you, Carmela would be like, holy crap bucket. That's crazy. Sweet doing nothing. Sweet doing nothing. Time to dance with the flow. Oh my God. Harper's, I just asked my kind of tarot deck what it wants me to know about a friend breakup, because I was feeling sad. And it said, sweet doing nothing. What does that mean? Sweet doing nothing. Sweet, sweet doing nothing, baby. Sweet doing nothing. Sweet, sweet doing nothing, baby. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, here it is. Here it is. I'm learning it right now. I'm going to read it, the meaning of it. Don't seek, don't search, don't ask, don't knock, don't demand. Relax. The way I needed to hear that. And not just about this connection, but about other friendship connections that I got going on right now too. The way I needed to hear that. We are going to read that again. Don't seek, don't search, don't ask, don't knock, don't demand, relax. I mean, how can I make a song out of that? If you relax, it comes. If you relax, it's there. If you relax, you start vibrating with it. The way I just want to be that way in all my relationships. Expression. Take refuge in a quiet and destruction-free environment. Sit still. Close your eyes and take several deep breaths. Let's just do that right now, y'all. Imagine you're a beautiful butterfly fluttering high in the sky, and you see a lovely world below just waiting for you to enjoy. And you feel totally free to spread your wings in a huge stretch, and your body is calm. Your mind is peaceful. And the wind blows away any worries or stress that you feel. You can fly around as long as you like, exploring or just floating gently on the wind. reflections. Working is important for survival, but there are times in life when we need to take off and let our minds rest. Realize your concerns and your tensions and allow a natural order of life to flow through you. You are reminded that you must rest because it is essential to your well being. Don't worry that you might miss out or feel guilty, that you are not doing anything. With proper rest, you will gain more energy and necessary calmness to deal with challenges. By breaking away from the mundane concerns, you will allow the intuitive mind to take over and produce the clarifying insights which would bring you joy and delight. As it goes for all relationships that are all one day at a time, no matter who the relationship is and what it's about, it is all one day at a time, and it is all no fist, no grip. It's open palm season. So, yeah, there's my answer. Um, beautiful, beautiful. I love that. Thank you all for being present. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry that you found that so boring, Harper's. Meanwhile, I'm over here ecstatic that I just read that. Okay. I gotta go. I gotta make dinner now. But I love you all. Even the nut jobs in here that I put on timeout for 24 hours. I love you all.